Hi, I'm going to try to shoot this video in one go and on my cell phone, just sitting down here in my chair. And the reason why I'm not out in the forest or out in the sea is that it's quite windy today, so my little yacht would be struggling a little bit. And in the forest right now, it's like infested with ticks. So the season, the bushcrafting season in Norway, for me at least, it starts in September, October and lasts until May. I'm going to talk a little bit about something that I guess the right term for this video would be a rant, because there are a few things that I see that I would like to comment on, right? Okay, so if you've seen my other videos, I'm sure that you have noticed that I spend a lot of time out in the woods or out on sea, sailing. I love nature and I love being out in the wild. Now, there is a trend in Norway. I live in Norway, by the way. There is a trend, at least in Norway, that I've observed up through the years, and it's getting worse now. And it's this thing that some people have with killing animals. Now, I'm not against hunting or fishing. In fact, I think that it's much more humane to kill an animal or a fish that's been living out in the wild. That's much more humane than keeping farm animals like they do these days in big factories. It's horrible. So I'm not attacking hunters and fishermen now, not at all. I would, however, say that there's this sickness in some people. Some people, they just love killing live creatures. It's like the other day I was down by the beach, and there was this little kid who had caught a little crab, and he was holding the crab like this, walking around on the beach and showing all his friends the crab. Okay. His mother was there as well. Now, when I was a kid, I caught a few of those crabs, and we kept them in a bucket of seawater and then released them into the sea. If I had walked around with a crab like this for like 1 minute, 2 minutes, my mother would have told me, you can't do that, you have to put that crab in the water because it can't breathe air. So, and this woman, she was just looking at her phone. She didn't mind this kid playing with a crab. And just at that moment when I was going towards the kid to tell him to, okay, the crab can't breathe air, you need to release the crab into the sea. Then the kid actually put the crab in the sea. So, okay, that's good, but it lasted too long, and it's that mentality that animals they exist for our amusement. It's that mentality. I hate that mentality. Like people down by where I keep my boat in summer, lots of people go fishing there. And it's quite common for people, if they have caught a fish, they don't kill the fish. No. They don't take up their knife and slit off the head. They keep the fish and they take photos of the fish while it's struggling, because it's like drowning. The fish is drowning, just that it's on land, right? And they gather around the fish, they point at the fish, they laugh, they think this is funny. Now, to me, that's a sign of people without compassion. No compassion. If you can point at the fish lying there with its mouth wide open, dying, and if you can point at that fish while you're laughing, you don't have any respect for nature and you don't have any compassion at all for animals. Recently, the Norwegian government, they decided to allow hunting on more species in the Norwegian fauna. Some of those species, endangered species like wolves, I think we got somewhere between 20 and 40 wolves in Norway. I'll say that again. Somewhere between 20 and 40 wolves. And still the Norwegian government think it's a very good idea to allow hunting. Limited hunting, but anyway, it's hunting for amusement on wolves. Now, I don't like this trend. I see the same with people who like to crush bugs. On TV, reality shows on TV, which I never see those reality shows, but some people, they are telling me, okay, did you see that girl, she had to swallow a live beetle? And this other guy, he ate a live spider. And it's the same. It's the same stupidity and lack of compassion. Even a beetle or a spider is a living being. It's not like it exists for us to make funny reality shows. This shows to me a lack of respect for nature and for all I think we need to respect all living things. And it worries me that young people today, lots of them, it's like they don't understand even what I'm talking about when I say that, okay, yeah, it's just a beetle, but we need to respect that. It has its own life. So I guess, I don't know, maybe this is something happening in Norway, Scandinavia, maybe it's better. I think it's better in England. I think in Norway, or maybe the whole of Scandinavia, there's this culture. I can remember this from when I was a kid. There's this culture that it's all about killing, really. It's about killing. You have the people who like to go hunting, and they do that. They try to pretend that they're one with nature, but they're not. They go out hunting once a year. Me, I go out in the forest whenever I can, except now because of all the ticks. These people, they drive up to the hunting ground and they sit in their cars, and then they walk out into the forest to some cabin. Then they sit down on their fat asses and they drink a lot of vodka. And the next day they go out and try to hit living things, animals. Sometimes they hit their dogs. Sometimes they blame the wolves. I don't know. I'm not all hunters are like that, but yeah, it's this sickness some people have that they think it's a good idea to kill every living thing that they see. Like fox hunting. What's that about? You don't eat a fox. Why? Oh, they say now we need to keep the population of foxes down, and if we don't kill them, they get sick. Yeah, I know. All animals get sick and die in the end. Recently, the Norwegian government they thought it's a good idea that to allow hunting those songbirds. Now, those birds that you hear in the forest singing, I can't remember the English names for those birds, but it's like tiny little birds. What kind of idiot would want to go out in the forest and shoot little birds? It worries me to think about those people, because I think there must be something wrong with those people. It's not like they're going hunting for like moose and for the meat. The meat will last the whole winter, and I have nothing against that as long as it's done. The hunters are serious about what they're doing, and they know what they're doing. I have nothing against that. But going out in the forest to shoot and kill little birds, that's, to me, that qualifies as a mental illness, actually. Yeah. So that was my rant, and excuse my English. I'm Norwegian. I do my best. I hope at least you can understand what I'm saying. I will try to shoot more videos like this, because it doesn't take that long, and I can, as long as I shoot the videos like this, I can do it in one go, and I'll publish this video straight away. So, okay. I hope you enjoyed my little rant, and I hope to see you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.